This is AP News Minute. President Donald Trump used a record-length State of the Union address to argue that the U.S. is winning so much. He talked about the economy and his foreign policy and tried to appeal to bipartisan patriotic sentiments. Virginia Governor Abigail Spanberger offered a sharp contrast to Trump and the Democratic response. She said many Americans are struggling with high costs. A Utah judge rejected a defense motion to remove a prosecutor from the trial of the man accused of killing Charlie Kirk. The conservative activist was shot dead while speaking at a college in Utah. The defense wanted a deputy prosecutor removed because his adult daughter was in the audience. Today Show host Savannah Guthrie says her family is offering a $1 million reward for her mother's return. Nancy Guthrie went missing from her Arizona home 3 weeks ago.
Now, the Tennessee Valley's certified most accurate forecast from the Fox 54 Weather Impact Team.
A little bit warmer as we head out the door for work and school on this Wednesday morning, albeit sitting under a mostly cloudy sky. Maybe a couple of peaks of sunshine here and there across the Tennessee Valley, but otherwise we're going to be talking about a fair amount of cloud cover. But again, the general takeaway here is that we are going to be warmer this Wednesday morning compared to what we had on Tuesday and Monday. A good Wednesday to you. I'm Fox 54 Weather Impact Chief Meteorologist Jordan Dressman. 43 at 7 o'clock this morning, 47 at 8, 50 by 9, lower mid-50s by the time we get to 10 a.m., right around 53 degrees. Now, to put that into a little bit of perspective, the high temperature at Huntsville International yesterday was right around 50. I believe our friends over in the Shoals yesterday saw 53. We're definitely going to beat those numbers because we're already going to be at them by the time we get to the later part of the morning. Temperatures climbing into the upper 50s, lower 60s this afternoon. This is right about where we should be this time of year. We should be consistently climbing into the lower 60s. So we're going to count today as a win despite the noted increase in the amount of cloud cover. There's also a small chance for a couple of isolated showers through the afternoon. I believe the better chance for that is going to come as we head into the evening. Speaking of the evening, temperatures are not going to move much really at all. We're going to kind of hold steady in the mid and upper 50s with a fair amount of cloud cover and then maintaining that chance for just a couple of light showers. Nothing too terribly heavy this evening. And then even as we head into the overnight, rain is going to stay in the forecast, but it's going to be relatively light rain. Temperatures drop into the upper 40s and lower 50s as we head into the overnight, which is well above where we should be this time of year. The average low temperature is right around 39 or 40. Now, we are going to be talking about a fair amount of widespread rain as we head into your Thursday, but it is going to be warm. Temperatures climbing into the mid and upper 60s. Small rain chance today, better rain chance on Thursday. Not really talking about any thunderstorm activity on Thursday, so some good news there. No severe weather in the forecast, nothing like that. Dry Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then other opportunities for rain Monday and Tuesday of next week. Now, we could use the rain. So while we are going to get a fair amount of rain on Thursday, it is rain that we could use. We've been dry in the month of February, which is also good because whatever heavy rain does develop on Thursday is not really going to lead to any sort of a flooding concern. Here's Futurecast as we head into the middle and later part of the afternoon. A mostly cloudy sky, a couple of light showers begin to develop up across southern Middle Tennessee and far northeast Alabama. This activity kind of continues to build in as we head into the later part of the evening, the overnight, and then through the earliest hours of Thursday morning. As we progress throughout the day on Thursday, heading into Thursday afternoon, rain is going to stay in the forecast. It's never going to leave the forecast and then becomes more widespread through the heart of the afternoon, early into the evening. And by the time we get to the evening, now we're talking about some pockets of moderate to at times heavy rainfall again, not really talking about much in the way of any sort of thunderstorm activity. It gets out of here through the early hours of Friday morning. We begin to lose a lot of the cloud cover through the early part of Friday afternoon. 60 degrees today, 66 both Thursday and Friday. Friday going to be a fantastic way to end the work and school week. 70 degrees with plenty of sunshine on Saturday, more cloud cover, but a couple of degrees warmer on Sunday. I think Saturday is going to be the winner here just because we get more sunshine. We hold on to the 70s Monday and Tuesday of next week, but bring about small opportunities for rain. Stick around to Fox 54 Plus, got more weather and traffic updates coming up.
A new development in Limestone County that broke ground Friday has state backing and a unique tax credit with it for developers. The Grove at South Jefferson, a first in the state housing development, will sit between Tanner and Athens once completed. The development is designed to help younger families as more jobs come to North Alabama and housing prices rise in booming areas such as Limestone County. Fox 54 got the chance to talk with Representative Parker Moore on the new development. Let's have a listen.
That growth comes a greater need for support of our workforce, and not only through job training and education, but ensuring workers and their families have the access to affordable and quality housing close to where they work. And so part of the Alabama package that we sponsored a couple years ago, the Working for Alabama package, that creates that housing tax credit that allowed this opportunity to come to fruition.
And this development will be the first to utilize the workforce housing tax credit in the state, which the Secretary of Workforce, Greg Reed, tells us will help ease housing concerns in growing areas.
There's also incentive for the developer to be able to say to the developer, come and build in this area. This is a great opportunity for you to invest, which these folks are going to be investing tens of millions of dollars of their own money. And if you will come and do this, then there are incentives from the state of Alabama to get you to build housing in areas where we recognize we need it the most because of growth in jobs and the growth in the economy in these particular locations.
I'm joined now by reporter Carson Keel. And Carson, I know you spoke with them. Secretary Reed adds that this will be the first of 3 facilities. And when it comes to young families, the development won't just focus on housing, but also childcare.
Yeah, so he kind of went into it a little bit. You know, this is a facility that is not just going to be, okay, you come in, you live. It's also going to be helping out these families because, you know, the understanding of course, you have Mazda Toyota, you have Eli Lilly coming soon, Space Command, similar kind of facilities that are going to be kind of easing into Limestone County. So this is going to be kind of an all-around, hey, we're here to help kind of facility, not just a come live here and that's it.
Yeah, and when you think about it, it's pretty automatic when you're settling and you have a new home and you're starting a new life. Family is paramount and you need that support to take care of your family.
Yeah, and it's really cool to kind of see this because as I was speaking with Secretary Reed, he mentioned that one facility is getting ready to break ground in Foley. He didn't remember at the time where the third one's going to be, but you know, I hope to see this kind of succeed because I think this is going to be a really interesting concept to see what the state can do forward when it comes to this type of housing.
Tuesday was the final day of high school basketball action on the campus of Wallace State Community College as more teams from the Tennessee Valley look to punch their tickets to Birmingham for the state semifinal. We'll begin in Class 7A. Third-ranked Bob Jones taking on Hillcrest Tuscaloosa. Bob Jones taking the early lead thanks to the play of Jakaya Smith. Check out the pull-up jumper in the lane, and it's good. Bob Jones on top by 13. On the other end, Hillcrest fights to stay in it. Blakely Nixon pushes up court to Riley Smith, and she scores the bucket. She had 17 points on the day to lead her team. But that did not stop the Bob Jones train. Smith on the run to the basket and scores again. Lady Patriots up by 12 at the break. In the second half, Bob Jones continues to pull away. Ella Watts pulls up from mid-range and scores 2 of her 14 points. Then Smith just puts it away with another breakaway layup. She finished the game with a game-high 26 points and was named the tourney MVP. Bob Jones wins the girls 7A Northwest Regional Championship by a score of 63-49. Lady Patriots march on to the state 7A semifinals. Moving down to Class 6A for girls, Demetrius Miller trying to lead Hazel Green back to Birmingham. Today they face Mortimer Jordan. Lady Trojans starting out fast. Off the initial miss, Madison Eddings grabbing 1 of her 9 rebounds and scoring 2 of her 15 points. Then Danila Butterfield launches 1 from behind the 3-point arc, and it's good. Hazel Green began the game on a 16-0 run. Mortimer Jordan tried to cut into that lead as Kaylani Scotland kicks it out to Maddie Macham in the corner for 3, and it is good. But Hazel Green was not fazed. Kristen Johnson scoring 21 points today for the Lady Trojans, and she helped Hazel Green jump out to a 32-8 lead at the half. And for the 12th year in a row, Hazel Green is a regional champ, and they're heading back to the state semifinals. Lady Trojans beating Mortimer Jordan today, 62-35. Moving over to 6A boys, the Lee Generals taking on Coleman in the Bearcats' backyard this afternoon. Generals did not defend the outside shooting of Coleman at all. Emery Bonds left wide open in the near corner for 3, and it is good. Bearcats led by 20 at the break. Second half, Lee putting some points on the board. Eric Foster Jr. driving to the hoop, getting the bucket, and 1. But as we mentioned earlier, the outside shooting from Coleman was lethal as Mike Stanford hits another three-pointer from the corner. Coleman was 13 of 27 from downtown today. They beat Lee for the regional championship by a final score of 80-53. Girls Class 2A Northwest Finals, Lauderdale County taking on Mars Hill. Lady Panthers starting out well. Bell Hill kicks it out to Evan Ann Bowling. She gets the kind rattle and roll from three-point range. Mars Hill led by 17 at the break. But Lauderdale County making a furious comeback in the second half. Molly Wright misses the initial floater in the lane, but she grabs her own rebound and scores on the putback. Then check out the Tigers with the great ball movement right here. Eventually Wright gets the ball and gets the easy look for the easy bucket. Lauderdale County cutting the lead down to 4 points. But down the stretch, Bell Hill, who scored 32 points this evening, was able to lead her team to the state 3A semifinals. Mars Hill beats Lauderdale County by finals 71-62. Same matchup on the boys' side, and the result was completely different. The Tigers of Lauderdale County coming out strong. Calvin Watkins goes between his legs, behind his back, blows by 3 defenders en route to a basket for 2 of his 22 points on the evening. More from Lauderdale County. Jaden Sears slicing up that Mars Hill defense and scores the easy layup. Tigers up by 17 at that point. Now, right before the half, Sears does it again. This is not an instant replay. Watch as he does it with ease. Lauderdale County winning the boys 3A Northwest Regional Championship by defeating Mars Hill today 74-43 on Tuesday night. And now wrap up our coverage of the Northwest Regionals on the campus of Wallace State Community College. Congratulations to all our teams who made it to regionals, and a special congrats to the teams who are advancing to Birmingham to play at the BJCC next week. Covering high school basketball in Hanceville, I'm Mo Carter, Fox 54 Sports. Have yourself a great evening, everyone.
Fox 54 Plus has your news, sports, and weather. Start your evening with Fox 54 at 5:30, delivering the latest headlines and live reports straight from the scene. Then, stay informed with Fox 54 News at 9, featuring your Tennessee Valley certified most accurate weather impact team, tracking everything from tornado threats to traffic delays during severe weather. Fox 54 Sports Extra brings you more of what sports fans crave, with deeper insights, expert analysis, and all the action that matters most. On Fox 54 Plus, you'll also find Alabama politics, plus 24/7 weather radar and real-time forecasts to keep you ahead of the storm. Looking for a quick recap? Don't miss Fox 54 Week in Review, highlighting the biggest stories of the week. Jumpstart your morning with Morning Rush. Fast-paced news updates, featured with uplifting stories from across the globe. Get your entertainment fix with Getting Real, where we break down movie reviews, top 10 lists, and spotlight the newest film. Die Hard fan? Locked On Sports dives deep into the Crimson Tide, the Tigers, college rivalries, and pro action. True Crime Warrior Style? Killer Cases brings you gripping real-life stories that stick with you. Hungry for more? Cooking with Style serves up mouth-watering recipes that are easy to make and impossible to resist. From movie previews before you head to the theater with Take a Look, to must-know headlines from across the region and around the world with In the News. Watch all of these shows on demand and also on the Fox 54 News app, available on Android and iOS devices, streaming 24/7.